Damn. Ba-da-da. They do this shit on TikTok, and it's like it's like an ugly chick that turns into a hot chick in like 10 years.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
goes when the beat drops, her hotness comes out.
The other one that I like is Busted Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny but foul.
We back.
High on the shroom tech, let's say.
Yeah,
per
I
se.
like that. Call it Shroom Tech.
Yeah, shroom tech.
I
you
love
know what
that.
I'm saying?
Shout out to STEM Chocolate.
Yeah. We're dazzled, bro. We're fucking.
Good place, man.
We're in a good spot. I'm about to sleep or bust nuts. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? It's a tough spot to be in, but I think over time we're gonna mellow out with some weed and alcohol. What up? What up?
Another week. Another session.
Another session. See, that's zeroed out, so now they can't.
Oh, yeah,
hear
yeah.
this.
That's just us.
Now it's just us, baby. Now we can just fucking start fucking around with what we really want to hear instead of this.
What do you really want to hear? As
Yeah.
opposed to what this wasn't? What do you mean, man?
No, what I'm saying is like, well, we can't post like copyrighted stuff.
I know, that's what sucks.
But we can listen to
That's
copyrighted
what sucks
shit.
about Trap Sax, because I was like, that was my shit, man, on this guy's channel. And then the guys came after him, they're like, yo, you can't use that anymore. And it's weird. I think it wasn't even like a pay us and you can use it. It was just like straight up like, don't use it. It was some weird shit. I think because the people who actually recorded it, I don't think they even had the rights to it. It's some weird shit. But anyways, shout out to Jimmy High Roller.
Jimmy High Roller. Sounds like a low roller, bruh.
He's cool. He does like he does a lot of basketball stuff on YouTube, like pointing out like trends, and it's fun stuff.
When you look at the basketball shit, are you like opportunity, or are you like, oh, this is a dark?
What are you talking about?
Okay. Because you never played ball.
No, not competitive.
So you don't know about
I
the
play
dream.
ball. I know how to play ball.
No,
but
you know how to play ball,
yeah,
but
sure.
what I'm saying is like you never wanted to
Yeah, I did,
play
man.
college.
Back when I was 5.
Yeah, okay, but that's not realistic.
Of course not. I'm
Like,
kidding.
we
No,
did
I never played in
Okay,
in school.
remember
for real.
Brandon Jennings?
Yeah.
We did a tournament. It was me and Tara. Those guys went down to
You played against Brandon Jennings?
dog. Brandon Jennings is
Like in
my height.
in AAU?
Yeah, my height.
Or in high school? Or high school?
High school.
Okay.
My height when we were in grade 12, when we were in grade 10, no, when I transferred into your school,
Yeah.
South,
Yeah.
I was in grade 9,
Okay.
and we would go across the border
Yeah.
to Bellingham and Seattle.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
would do
Where's Brandon
tournaments.
Jennings from? Or where was he playing out of at the time?
I think ATL. I'm not sure.
But
I'm not 100%
Did
sure.
he, like, how did you guys manage to play?
I
in a
don't
tournament
know.
against him?
I listen. I am in the worst condition to ask me with specifics. Okay, because
Are you ever in a good position to ask about
yeah.
specifics?
On, on weed, I'm
Okay.
fine.
Oh, okay.
But on shrooms, especially this, man, it's a suspect shroom. It's like my mouth is watery, but I'm still like peached. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
It's a weird scenario.
Sure.
Like you're thinking about licking clit, but you're also like, I'm about to fall asleep. It's a weird line to walk.
it's an all arounder.
Yeah, and
Anyway, so yeah, just let's wrap, because I'm actually pretty interested in that. Let's wrap it up real quick. So the Brandon Jennings thing, you played him in a tournament in Seattle or something, or what?
so they were way higher ranked than us.
Okay.
It was a 32 team tournament.
Oh, I understand.
And we were like, I think we were 28th, and after 2 rounds, we were out.
Fuck.
And those guys were, I think they won the whole tournament. So,
Fuck. Did
he
you
was
play
either
against?
from ATL or he was from Fresno. I'm not sure.
I guess it doesn't really matter. But did you play against? Like, did you guys play against his team?
We didn't play against his team, but we watched him
But
play.
you saw him, right? Yeah.
Dog, he put it through his legs and dunked on a 6'10" guy on a fast break. See, this is why I want to go to this. At 14 years
I was
old,
gonna say at
14, I knew.
seeing that shit.
I knew 100%.
That was
okay,
it.
where's my camera? This is my camera right here.
Yeah, right here.
At 14 years old, I knew I ain't shit. All right? At 14, I knew that this motherfucker, this black motherfucker, is Jesus. Okay, I knew
Golly.
this. I knew this. And the fucked up part is, you know what I mean? Brandon Jennings disappeared in the NBA.
He had a good peak, especially when he came in,
peaked.
and then he just
But like you look at guys like Chris Paul, Curry, you know, these guys they peak and they come back. They peak and come back. They peak and come back.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas Jennings, like he had that one good season where he scored like 54 or something.
Yeah, he had a really
or
crazy
58,
breakout season. Yeah.
and then that was it. Dude, I mean, listen, as a guy that now I'm into MMA, I was a ball head. I was into basketball so much.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
I would go play like fucking
All the time.
all the time.
Watch games.
all the time. But it's crazy. The thing I want to say about basketball is, as someone who had the dream,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm good or anything,
Okay.
but I had the dream of like playing college ball at least or something.
Oh
or do
yeah.
something,
Okay.
right? And I probably could have, but
Pursuing
the point
it,
is like it's a black hole, and what I mean by that is like,
Oh shit, that was your original question. Your original question was.
yeah,
That's why I got confused. You said it bad. What did you say? Was it?
I said, do you see it? Do you see it as motivation,
Oh yeah.
or do you see it as like a black hole, like
Black
dark?
hole. And so I was confused about what that meant. Yeah.
It's hard for me to talk right now.
That's
honestly.
okay. No, but explain what do you mean by black hole and darkness or whatever.
Well, you're just wasting time into
Oh, okay.
something you're gonna get nothing out of.
Because
You're never gonna make it. This is the point. Like that Asian kid you recorded,
no,
right?
I understand.
He's
what you're
6'4",
saying. Yeah.
which is a great height for this is
guard.
a terrible song.
A guard.
A guard
Yeah.
for a point guard. If he's got handles and stuff, I don't really see the footage
Sure.
that much. But let's say he's good. Okay, that kid's not making it.
Sure.
Never,
Yeah. No.
never
Okay.
making
So
it. Not even close.
I think.
And think about how much more people, how much worse people are than him that try to make it.
Yeah.
And then you look at like guys that make it, you're like, God damn.
Yeah.
If you take like, who's that guy? Shervin Williams or something, or what's his name? Deshaun Williams or something from Atlanta Hawks. He used to
Okay.
just shoot threes. He was like a 6'10", small forward.
Yeah.
Dog, that guy, he had a season in grade 12 where he averaged 44 points a game.
It's great. Okay, it's not
Like
even
among normal people,
not even that. Like
the bench warmer in MMA and NBA,
yeah.
the bench warmer in NBA
It-
is golden hoops.
The break-in ceiling is ridiculous. Do you remember Scalabrini,
Scalabrini, yeah,
the fucking white mamba?
yeah.
He had a show where all he would do is he would have people scout for him, average Joes who wanted to play him.
Yeah.
He would actually fucking play these people because they were like, fucking Scal sucks, bottom of the NBA. This guy never dropped a point,
Who was that guy that?
and he even played a D1 player. So he actually played a guy who came out of Syracuse like the year before.
Syracuse. Yeah.
13-0.
Yeah.
Not even close. Not even fucking close.
13-0.
Like you can actually check it out real quick, I guess, if you
Scalabrini.
want. But look at you know what they call it? The scallenge.
The Scallenge.
The scallenge.
Let's see here.
Not even close. And it's because the reason why this came up again, why it's come up again now, is because I think it was on, I don't know, TikTok or Instagram or something, but there was Scalabrini. This was like literally like last month. He was just running a workout in the gym, and some NBA prospect. Yeah, they're right here. Look at that. High schooler calls us Scalabrini 1-to-1, and this is like last month.
Yes.
So Scalabrini is like close to 50, out of
he's
shape.
50.
He's not.
He looks like. Who does he
He
look
was
like?
never athletic in the NBA.
Who's
to
that
begin with.
comedian?
Oh, I don't know.
Hold on.
Comedian. It's Louis C.K.
No, no.
Because he redhead.
No. Other redhead.
Fuck, bro, you lost me. I don't.
NBA ball, like Knicks is a team. You might know him.
Knicks.
Yeah, Knicks is
But
a
wait, you
team.
said he's a comedian?
Comedian, redhead, not Bill Burr. He's a New Yorker. He always says Porzingis.
Oh no, I don't.
Oh man. Anyway,
So he's out of shape
out of shape as
for his
fuck.
career.
Well, I
especially.
mean, he's 50. Dog.
Yeah, he's old. But here's the thing: he was never athletic in the NBA to begin with.
no, but he's 6'10".
But what I'm saying is
Woo!
like, yeah, dude, it's fucking.
It's not even close.
and
He
this-
moves like a guard, bro.
Look how he uses his weight. He just knows.
It's hours in. That's the
It's-
problem.
The problem,
It's hours in.
it's just not even close, man.
No, but it's just hours in.
It's everything.
could
Hours
tell.
in,
You could just tell the smoothness is
The-
from the hours in.
the level of training that he's had
He's
as well.
traveling though. He's traveling double dribble like a motherfucker. Oh, he said it's over.
It's over.
Scalabrini, man, the guy
And
is
that's
smart.
Scalabrini.
He played it
Imagine,
smart.
imagine, like this is bottom of the fucking barrel NBA. This guy never averaged more than 3 points a season.
He never averaged nothing. He
That's
didn't
how bad it
average an
was.
inch.
That's how bad it was. So imagine, like, think that you'd
Look
any
at
kind of
this.
shot.
Woo! Scalabrini on that fast break, baby.
Athleticism.
Listen, and the fucked up part is, isn't it funny that the Celtics chose this guy? Because he looks like he's the owner's son. The Celtics.
Yeah.
If-
No,
when I
that's
think
that's
about,
actually not a bad post move though. Like, to be honest.
well, he's a small forward. That's
not bad at all,
that
actually.
had good post.
Look at that. He did have some good highlights.
Listen,
Which is surprising.
Scalabrini was a dog.
But he wasn't though.
Scalabrini was
He
a dog.
wasn't.
He picked up where fucking Bird left off.
He
all right?
averaged no. Calm on, bro.
Dog,
Cannot
he
even
carried
put them in
the
the
Celtics.
same.
He
like,
recruited
breath.
Kevin Garnett and Paul
That
Pierce.
is a disgrace to Larry Bird, man.
Fuck Larry, man. Larry's fuck Larry, bro.
What do you fuck, Larry, man?
Larry's so
Come on.
overrated.
Shut the hell up, man.
Overrated,
This
dog.
guy on a broken back.
Look at him. He's flexing.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
He's got a broken. You know why he got a broken back? Because that dumbass.
Shoveling snow.
No, because he was actually making his mom's driveway.
Yeah, shoveling snow.
That's not shoveling snow, bro. He was doing like the pavement work for fucking his mom's driveway.
Pretty sure. Well, okay.
Which is dumb as fuck because you're a millionaire. Why would
Yeah,
you do
no,
that?
I know. That's the kind of guy he is, man. He's
He's a
honest.
stand-up guy.
Honest, yeah. It's honest Abe, man.
Yeah, but that's what you get, man. That's why you just sit behind the three and you can't drive. Did you ever see Larry Bird try to make moves?
At his prime, he was actually
At
okay.
his prime, he was still
Yeah.
slow as shit. Ooh, look at that flicker of the wrist, baby.
So good.
You gotta admit though, Scalabrini. If you're a scout and you're watching these highlights, you're like, damn, this guy's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. His
got-
highlights are good.
He's got Jason Kidd kissing
Good
him.
highlights.
Look
man.
at him. He's beating a guard. Woo!
Oh, look at that
pass,
Oh my
baby.
God, what a dime.
And this is
the hustle.
actually pretty recent. This is like within the last.
No, that was like he got out of the NBA in like 2014.
No, come on. Put some respect on his name. 2016.
Actually. Look at that three. Oh, just finesse.
This is when he first started because you could tell his
Yeah, yeah,
hair was
just
long as shit. Look at him.
Love it. So, anyways, yeah,
I think it's a black hole because the deficiency from
Yeah, no,
where
I
those guys get accepted in the NBA and where everybody is so. I think it's the most amount of like other than soccer is the most amount.
I get what you're saying, and I actually do agree with you. On the other side of it, though, unfortunately, I think a lot of people who pursue in the States, a lot of people who pursue this as a dream in the States are just fucked. They got nothing else. If you're in the projects,
here too. Look at
If
the
you're in the
guys
pro-
that
if-
look at the guys that were ball players.
No.
Shot.
Yeah.
Misdemeanor.
yeah, yeah, but dude, come on, we live in like where do we live?
No, and we live.
We don't have a projects.
Okay, Michael Rappaport. Okay, this is what I meant. Scalabrini looks like the better looking version of Michael Rappaport, bro.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, well, there you go. I
Um,
love it.
and we live in a I would say
We do not have projects here.
Canada. There's projects, but
No, I'm saying no. I mean like here in Vancouver, we do not have projects.
Surrey.
Nope, not a project.
Yeah.
Nope.
Bro.
I live in Surrey,
yeah, you
I
live
have-
in where do you live though?
Cloverdale, Fleetwood.
Yeah, that's
What?
farmland.
Oh, so what? You're gonna call
That's
fucking
farmland.
Wally, which is no longer Wally anymore. The projects? What do you call them?
Wally is
Wally is not what Wally was.
okay. Yeah,
Wally-
but
Wally from
nowhere
the-
was West Van used to be Persian Pride. They used to
No, but what I'm
shoot
saying is
Uzis.
the projects down there in the States, in the Florida projects.
No, it's not the same.
You still got projects.
It's not
down
the
there.
same. All I'm saying is we still have some portions of Vancouver where it's not
man,
the
but it's
best.
like
Does it compare with the States?
That's
No,
my
it
point.
doesn't.
No,
Because
'cause
they have 10 times
in
the population.
Canada we have worse spots than here. But what I'm saying is,
For sure.
there are 100% really some fucking
Not even close to the States, though.
yeah, sure, but like there are some like rough spots.
Yeah,
So
like
fine,
out east.
fine.
Out
Yeah,
east,
yeah,
not
so that's
here.
what I'm getting
Not
at.
here. Yeah.
So yeah, from there, but I mean here, like, come on, man, you just can't use
But do I feel safe in Canada, even in those rough spots?
100%, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, where are you from again?
Stuff's a joke.
Come on,
Stuff's a joke.
come on.
But yeah, I think if I had a son, I wouldn't let him. I would let him play ball. I wouldn't let him think that he was gonna make it.
You wouldn't let him play ball?
I would let him play
Yeah,
ball.
of course, but you would like let him know, like,
I
hey,
would let him know the first fucking day he picked up basketball. You're not gonna make it in the NBA.
okay, I don't know about
Pick
that.
something else.
I don't know about that.
No, I would tell him. That's how. Listen, that's how I would want to know. Because
So-
I spent hours and hours and hours. If I spent the same time
Yeah.
back then when I was like 10,
Sorry,
11,
what I mean is
12.
that's not how I would approach it. Even though I do agree with you, I just wouldn't approach it that way.
Well, approach is subjective.
Oh, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. My
Um,
opinion is I wouldn't. For me, I wouldn't approach
What
it
would
that
you
way.
do?
I would just let him know, like, listen, sure, you have basketball and you might feel that you have a shot or you have a dream. Understood. But keep in mind that there is a bigger world here outside of not just ball is life, but your fucking high school. Like, there's so many other things you could be doing. Invest in other things in your life as well. Don't like I would just give more of like a that. I'm not just gonna tell him like you can't fucking do this or you suck. You'll never be like that. That's not
Yeah.
the approach I would take.
I
would just
I
try
don't
and
think-
educate him a bit
I don't
more.
think I'd say you suck or whatever. I just tell him like, hey, I'd take him. I'd take him to like a basketball game. And I'd be like, you
Watch.
can't do that.
But what if you saw
Play-
that he could? What if you saw that he actually had
His
a gift?
mom had to be black then.
That might be a possibility.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I really don't think. If I stay in Vancouver and I nothing else happens in my life, it's
You might
pretty
already,
moderate.
you might already have a couple of these running around. Little rugrats.
I don't know. A couple of Terry gals, but
R-
better because he
R.I.P.
was slow.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Rest in peace.
He was also not as tall as I remember him.
He was my height.
Yeah, I'm saying, but
He wasn't a tall dude.
yeah.
He was just super thick.
Anyways, back to that the kid thing. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's the advice you give him for like the ball is life NBA stuff. But what would you give him for advice, like just in general?
if
you
I
think?
could, like one sentence.
That's tough. Oh, like I guess for the yeah,
that,
sure.
That one sentence is like
Yeah.
it's like what
Which
is-
of your books are you gonna pull up for that one?
it's. I would say.
Who's that by again? Shh. Who's the author? Shh. By Lao Zhang.
Yeah, Lao Zhang. No, it's the Zhang era.
Zhang era.
Yeah, philosophy from the Zhang era.
Is that what you're reading these days?
These days, yeah, that and some steroid cycles.
So like, what do you? So do you read on like a daily?
Kinesiology stuff.
Do you read on a daily basis?
Yeah, but I like listen. The last novel I read was like maybe Prison Time,
Why do you assume that when someone says reading, you think novel?
because novel actually, my experience,
Yeah.
when you read extensive amounts into literature like novels,
Yeah.
storylines, they have better writing, better reading as far as level of difficulty. Whereas when you're reading something like a study or you're reading like comp sci or mechanic book or steroid cycle, it's not the same level. It's much lower. And I think over time, if you actually stay with that fictional, whatever, non-fiction
Yeah,
category, doesn't matter, but actually like novel where it's like a storyline, they can actually input way higher literature, and your understanding and your reading your comprehension will improve much more drastically than if you're reading like studies and kinesiology and
Yeah, yeah.
nonfiction. Nonfiction, it's informative, but it's actually, when it comes to speech, writing, reading, it's not as good.
So okay, so what are you reading now?
I just told you, you dumb fuck. I just fucking told
That's
you.
it?
That's
That's all?
literally what it is.
Kinesiology, steroids,
Steroids,
and philosophy.
like MMA books, some philosophy.
Because you said study, so like, do you read books? Do you
Yeah.
actually? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm
I
saying.
read, but again, it's not like you know, I remember kids I grew up with, they would go to the library and they would pick like novels, like fictional novels,
Sure.
like 3-4 of them.
Okay.
And every 2 weeks they'd read all 3 or 4.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never been into that. I've tried that, and I just
What, been
If
into
I'm-
reading a lot or reading like not
Just
fiction
fictional
books?
stuff.
Oh yeah, sure.
I just
I
can't get
haven't-
into it.
I remember. Actually, no, I lied because after university, I didn't read a single book, nonfiction or fiction, for like 4 years. Nothing.
You think you're just tired of it?
Yeah, I think I had a really.
I think you were too, because I remember talking to you after you did your diploma, and I was like,
Yeah.
you want to continue? You're like, nah.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck that.
And I get it, but I just don't think I could do anything with the diploma in my field.
Sure.
I probably could, but it's like not really.
What is your
that-
field?
Comp sci.
You don't have a field yet.
No. Dude, I got in, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
The emergency response team, I would
Super
never
high level to
I would
get in.
never be able to get there.
Right.
I
Why?
could just those
Why-
guys are smarter than everybody we know.
Really?
Oh,
That's crazy.
bro. Physics, when you talk about physics, those guys are smarter than everybody I know.
Really?
As far as when it comes to physics.
Right.
Um
Why do you think that is? Because they don't.
well,
go to
they're dealing with like 100,000 kilojoules. They're dealing with
Yeah,
death. Right? So that's why. Other than that, now it's just kind of like you're just trying to get paid based on your
Yeah,
knowledge
sure.
of trades. But trades, it's like mechanic. It's like gas mechanic. It's eventually it's the dead end.
What does that even mean, dead end?
Because this is what I mean.
But
When you're 60 years old, right? You can't do that anymore. When you hit like
Okay, sure.
45, 50, you can't. Your body just can't take it anymore.
yeah, okay.
You're not gonna make the same money. You're not gonna get the same overtime. You're not gonna get the same satisfaction
Okay.
because you can't physically take it. Whereas comp sci, you can always do it. And comp sci is so broad that you can, when you learn, it's like 5-6 languages. When you learn that, you can literally go into anything. You can go into
Sure.
producing, you can go into making videos like this garbage shit we're doing, or it could be like, it could be whatever. It could be the best thing. The problem with Rogan coming up is that Rogan is not actually a technologically sound guy. That's
Okay.
why he had to hire these other guys.
Sure.
The better thing on Rogan is that he was already famous.
He also came at a time when nobody was doing podcasts.
Yeah.
That
so
was
so
huge
that's
on everything.
it's a win-lose open window, right?
Okay.
But the biggest win that he has that we have so far to get to is the status that he had initially when he started.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, he was putting on middle acts like Joey Diaz
Yeah.
at the time, and literally there's stories going around in the Comedy Store where people wouldn't talk to Joey. Like, people would be talking and having a good time, like 20, 30 people,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
comics in the green room. Joey would walk in, everybody would shut up.
Why?
Because he would rob you, man. He was a fucking killer. This guy, he went to prison for 1.5 years for kidnapping with a machine gun. Like, you deal with that guy, nobody else is like you. All these other guys are like artsy guys that couldn't
Yeah,
do
sure.
much.
Yeah, yeah.
And they got into comedy, or they could do a lot and they got into comedy, but they're not felons.
Okay.
This guy will kill you. He'll rob you. And he doesn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a different thing. When you do coke and you see the guy's eyes and there's like no soul in his eyes, right?
Jesus.
I've seen that night after night after night. I've never done blow, but I've seen guys like
On blow.
they're heartless.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like I would sell it to them and they'd be like, "Yo, meet me at this whatever." I'd be like, "I thought you didn't have money." It's like, "I don't have money. I'm robbing my sister." You're robbing your sister for 2 grams? You come out, he'd be all
Jesus.
fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're like, what happened? Like, I had to get it, right?
Jesus.
They're that fucked up. Or like, you know what was worse than blow?
What?
Meth.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Dude, meth addicts, they would literally stomp on each other and steal each other's money as I'm pulling up on the car.
That's some
to
like
give 'em the-
apocalypse shit. Man.
They would just
Jesus.
start stomping on each other's face. Like what? Like one guy that's already high would get smashed out by another guy that
Yeah.
wants to get high. That guy would take his
Steal
own
his
money,
money? Yeah,
and
yeah.
that guy's money and then give it to me. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, fuck these guys. Dude, back home, you know what they do? Addicts are like,
Do they even have addicts back there?
they do have addicts because there's an actual opiate called teriyaki,
Okay.
which is something that never grows around here, so there's no access to it.
Yeah.
Because it's too cold here. But in that dry environment, teriyaki grows. Teriyaki is like one of the strongest opiates you can smoke.
It's like opium.
It's one of the strongest ones.
Okay. No, I mean like it's like opium, like poppy seeds or whatever. Similar to that, like it's a natural.
It's a natural plant.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's kind of like meth and
Does it just grow
heroin
everywhere?
and it's a good question. I think it actually grows in like just super dry regions.
Okay. No, sorry. What I mean everywhere. I mean like in Iran, it'll just grow everywhere.
Well, Iran is actually different because Iran, I told you before,
Yeah, true.
closer
Yeah,
to
yeah. The north.
like 1/3 of the country is like green.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I remember you
Like
mentioned that.
northern Iran, there's like 45, 50, 100 kilometer range
Yeah.
close to the water where it's green as fuck. It's like more tropical than here. It's like Philippines.
Yeah.
And the rest of the country is like fucking desert,
Right.
right? So it's very, very different as
Interesting.
far as because the winters are different as well, right? In those regions, that's actually
How
just
high?
right.
How close to the equator is Iran?
It's on the fucking
It's on the
equator.
equator,
Some
right?
parts of the
Yeah.
country is on the equator.
That's surprising then that it even has a desert, given that it is that close to the equator. Because in South America, you don't have anywhere that's on the equator. It's
Yeah,
all
but South America. What are you talking about?
South America has deserts.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, on the equator, there is no like dry parts anywhere. Like you have to go really like out of your way. Like the southern parts of like Chile will have like the Atacama Desert and stuff. So it's
That's
really cool
interesting.
for Iran to have all that.
I'm
Being
too
that-
high to go into details. I got some questions for you, but
Sure.
maybe for the other podcast we're gonna have later on.
Okay.
Later on in life. I want to quickly change things up to, we always investing into the different things, but like ideal body image. Okay, ideal body image.
Sure.
Let's set the price at like 20, 30 G's.
Okay.
Because if you really think about it, from where you are,
Mhm.
not from where I am. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying like you're a guy where if you told people you never worked out in their life, they'd probably believe you.
Okay.
That's not a diss.
Okay.
That's just you play soccer, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what you want to do. As soccer, you don't want to gain muscle
Mhm,
mass
mhm,
on
mhm,
your
mhm.
upper body. That's like
Yeah.
the last thing you want to do. That's why Cristiano Ronaldo is so fucking small. He's
Yeah,
skinny
yeah.
as fuck. Because it just doesn't make any sense.
How big was he at his peak? I wonder.
Who?
Ronaldo,
He said he was $175 at his peak.
and he's like 6'1", I think, right?
He's like
Yeah.
he's like taller than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's an inch taller than me. So anyway, Cristiano Ronaldo, probably one of the best soccer players of all time.
Yeah. Right there, top 5.
Top
Ever-
5 or
ever to
top
live.
2?
Because it depends who you ask. Because then,
You can't go Pele, Maradona. Those guys' stats don't even compare.
yeah, they do. Of course they do.
No, they don't. Not even close right now.
You joking me? 3
think-
world championships.
Okay, 3 world championships.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have to go back and see who were the superpowers of that time and world champions and how developed the other countries were. Right now, like Germany's really
Doesn't
developed.
matter. The amount of superpowers is about the same. It's not like there's
I
more.
don't think so.
There's more
I
teams
think
now.
I think the training, you could say more than this, but just hear me out. The training aspect of every country, the funds
we don't
going
need to go into this. We've done this before already.
Yeah.
But the conclusion is that these guys were not in a modern state. Like they didn't have the access to the tools to train.
Yeah,
all
they were
that.
in like fucking leather helmets.
But we can't. You can't judge against them for that because that's not their fault. Because they did like if you place Pele and Maradona in 2020,
But that's why nobody's gonna touch Jordan.
who knows where they're gonna.
So that's the
where they'd be,
argument.
right?
If you want to make if nobody's gonna touch these guys. Anyway,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be a long fucking thing.
Yeah, that's another.
My
that's
point
that's
is,
another.
yeah,
thing.
that's a
Yeah, yeah.
whole
Oh,
other
other
thing.
Ideal body type.
What's the ideal body for you? Tell me a guy.
Tell you a guy.
And
Probably-
don't
honestly,
be,
probably
don't be gay about it. Like don't be insecure about it.
no, I no problem at all. It's probably like one of these.
Can't be a porn star.
No, like these one of these IFBB guys, but not like the physique guys. What are the
Okay.
IFBB physique? Any of those? Like a 205 guys.
205 guys.
Isn't there like a 200-pound class? Like a
200-pound class because they're like all 5 feet high.
Okay, fuck. Never mind.
No.
Physique. Yeah, just physique. Yeah, IFBB physique guys, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
that's
So
probably my
physique
idea.
guy.
Yeah.
Do you like to do legs?
Back
You
when
would
I
never be a physique guy because those guys never do
No
legs.
legs? Shit.
That's why they wear those long shorts.
I guess fine. At that point, one of these fucking CrossFit guys probably.
Okay. No, they're
Yeah.
about the same.
Yeah.
They're about the same.
The
CrossFit guys
do
probably
legs.
actually a little bit fatter.
Yeah. That's the ideal.
Steroids and a little bit of growth hormone would be your best friend.
That's it.
That's it.
All I need.
Listen, 20 grand, 30 grand, you give me 2 years, you look like that guy.
But is that how long does this last? Like what are the terms and conditions behind
You
this?
got to be on about 10 months out of the year.
Okay. And then
you-
am I
you
set
gotta-
for
you
life
got-
or
you-
what?
Well, you're set. Yeah, you're set as far as like 4 or 5 years. You're set.
Okay.
Within 2 year time, you'll look like that guy. But you gotta understand, you're giving up. You gotta get like monthly blood test count.
I'm looking at this like a business. So
Okay.
is this a 4 or 5 year recurring expense? Am I
If you
bet-
put 20 grand down, it's gonna last you like about 5 to 6 years.
so I'm putting that every 5-6 years. I'm paying 20 grand.
Probably less over time.
Okay, so it depreciates over time. It's a bit better for me. So,
It's better over time.
okay, yeah. So eventually it'd be like 10 grand or something.
I'd say it's about 300 to 600 bucks a month.
Okay. But I still have to keep doing this. Like, 'cause it's not like a.
Yeah, but I mean, think about everything else, right?
Yeah, but it's not.
You get a car, keep doing it. You get anything else.
Car's a one-time expense.
It's not though. Breaks
Yeah,
down.
it's true. Yeah, it's
Breaks
not.
down.
It's not, but
It's
it's
constant.
seen like a one-time expense because you're
Yeah,
like
but
you
that's-
buy the car once.
That's because you're retarded, or the person thinking
What
about
do you
it.
mean?
I'm not saying you are.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
saying the person thinking about it is retarded because it's not a one-time expense at all. You have oil
It's true.
changes, you have fuel,
fair,
you
fair,
have
fair. But the
constant
the big
expense.
capital cost is a one-time thing. If you pay 30 grand for a new car, you're only paying that 30 grand once. After that, yes, you're gonna pay for the fucking fuel. You're gonna pay for the fucking maintenance, your insurance. There's a lot of associated costs with that, but most people when they're pitched, they're like, okay, I just gotta pay this 30 grand like one time. But with this, I'd have to keep doing it every 5 roughly years.
Well, just think about you're gonna buy all your drugs for the 5-6 years at one time.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Because I wouldn't, right? I'd do it all spread over time.
Why would you buy it all at once? Where are you gonna
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put it?
Good point.
Be like half the table.
No, because the question was, would you pay 30 grand to look like my ideal guy?
Yeah. Would you?
Probably not.
But if you had everything else,
Probably would.
see, that's the
100%.
thing.
Yeah, no.
This thing, it could be so sentimentally important, or it could be absolutely
Yeah,
nothing.
true. I think actually, I told myself, or I don't know if I told you, but I have no problems doing this when I get older.
You never told me this. You never told me this.
Okay, well, I'm telling you now. Like, when I mean older, I mean like not next year. I mean like
Well,
significantly older.
No, I know you're like 35, 40 years old.
Closer.
Have you thought about
45
kids?
plus.
This is something we never talked about. But
Kids?
yeah.
Yeah, what about them?
Do you want to have any?
100%.
But like, do you have a? Because you know how some girls, guys, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
they have like a life plan.
No, not that specific.
Do you know what time? Like, do you ever think about like when it's too late to have kids?
Too late for guys is not really a thing. We're good to go until we're 80, bro.
Yeah, but like, you really want to have a
No.
baby at 50?
So physically, because the problem is with girls, there's the mental aspect, which we share.
But it's the physical.
They have a physical side of things to take care of. We don't, but we still have the mental side of things. Because you're like, yeah, true. Do you want to be a dad to a newborn kid at fucking 70 years old? Kind of strange. Because that's something that actually
you guys both wearing diapers.
my dad went through that because his grandfather was like 50 years older than him.
His
At the
grandfather?
yeah, sorry, his father. His father was 50 years older than him. His father was significantly like, yeah, I remember that. So by the time he was like, by the time my dad was an
25,
adult,
he was 75.
he was already 70 plus. Yeah.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah,
That
so-
must suck.
It's different is what it is from the little
No
that,
shit, it's different.
the-
But I'm saying it would be worse.
no, because
than
like
better.
I can't speak for my dad, right? Like I can only go off like what he's
Yeah, but
told
what
me
do you
and stuff.
think? Who cares if you can't speak for that? But what do you
I
think?
care because I respect him.
No, I know. You can't speak
Personally,
for him. I'm not asking you to
I-
speak for him. I'm saying if you were in his shoes, would you like
You know
that?
what? This goes back to the conversation we had last week when
Yeah.
we were high. It was actually a
Yeah.
really good conversation.
Yeah, it was.
We were talking about like the levels and shit.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think the ideal is you want to have it so that you're only within one level of your kid essentially,
But that's 2 levels almost.
or whatever. I forget the actual like. We'd have to look back on it.
No,
but-
this is what it was. So you want to have kids when you're like end of 20s.
Yeah, that's right.
You
End
wanna
of the
have a
first
kid.
phase, so
Yeah.
that by the time you're in your next,
Yeah.
they're at the end of their first. Yeah, yeah.
So you want to be
I
in
maintain-
alternating
yes.
odds or alternating evens?
I maintain that position. That's the ideal.
Same.
That's the ideal.
Same. Makes sense. It's the only way. After certain age, it just doesn't make enough sense. I'll never get the kid. I'll never get the styles. I'll never get the thing. And I'll be the guy that I made fun of when I was a kid. And I don't want that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the last thing I
Can't
want.
have that.
Because, people go in cycles, right? I grew up in a cycle. I was old school.
Yeah.
I was raised by getting beat. I was raised by, like, looking around, and my role models were, like mostly gangsters and shit. So it's like you're looking at that, and then you look at, like, real life. And then now, kids are softer.
Yeah.
Workplace is softer. You can't be talking how I talk. That's one of the reasons our buddies are like, hey, listen, even if you get good in comp sci and you get the best grades,
Yeah.
you're gonna go to offices
Can't be doing that.
where the guy that
Yeah.
the guy that was a twink in high school is now a twink in his off time, but he's the boss.
Yeah.
And are you gonna be able to deal with that? And it's like, who knows? I'll navigate those waters when
Actually, yeah, that is a good question. Will you be able to deal with that?
I might.
But that's a question you don't ask yourself when you're there.
I might have already too much money to want to go into that, and I might see. That's the thing. You could do so much. You could do so much with comp sci that might not even be a problem when I get there.
Yeah.
That being said, do I have a problem with authority? Yes.
Nobody asked that. But
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Nobody asked that
You
question.
cannot not have. You can't like live a life like mine and be okay with authority.
The evidence already speaks in that. Like,
Absolutely. The outcomes have
no one
already
had
been
to
shown.
ask you. That was very
Yeah.
plainly obvious on
So-
on paper.
So will I be going home and like trying to fucking put darts to this guy's forehead? Of course. But at the time,
Yeah, sure.
whatever. I think Arnold had the best physique.
What makes him best physique?
Actually, I'll show you somebody else who had a better physique.
Zayn?
Nope.
Cedric Diggory. Disgusting. I have not heard of this guy. The one.
Oh, brother.
Oh wait, what about Flex Wheeler?
No, look at this guy. And I'll tell you why this guy's is better. You see this?
Yeah. Flex Wheeler. One of the all-time greats. Oh, yeah. Just unfortunate
off.
genetics. Yeah, just
Yeah.
that sucks.
But
That
Flex
sucks.
Wheeler,
That has to suck because you're like can't do shit about that.
Flex Wheeler had a good physique. I think Cedric has a better one. But Flex, man, he's like dealing with some crazy shit right now. He's
Right now?
Yeah, he's.
What happened to him?
I think he got into an accident.
Oh, I see
or
that
was
actually right
it-
there. Yeah, recovering. Looks like he has to learn how to walk again.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are fucking crazy.
No, but he said from an accident because that sucks. Because I know Ronnie
That's not how they
Coleman.
try to do best.
Coleman's doing it from basically years and years. I saw that in the Netflix
After
special.
losing leg.
What?
Yeah, the 50-year-old four-time winner.
How did he lose a
versus-
leg?
Hold on.
Oh my
Amputated in
god.
October due to ongoing complications with a kidney. Oh, kidney failure.
Dude.
But dude,
He
you
had a
have to
disease.
understand, these
Dis-
guys
no,
never
but-
did blood work.
Disease. Segmental
Segmental glomerulose.
sclerosis.
Yeah,
I don't know the last part.
sclerosis,
Sclerosis.
Yeah. Transplanted in 2004.
Dude,
So it begins.
I had
Thank
no
you, Jesus.
fucking idea. I'm losing my shit right now because
Yeah,
I had no idea he lost a leg.
he lost the leg. But
That
this
is
you know
fucking
why he
insane.
lost the leg?
Why?
Because this is why I study like steroids. Because these guys,
Do you think
know,
that would have happened to him if he wasn't on steroids?
I think it wouldn't have happened to him if he did the right steroids.
Because that's so you think that disease was because of his steroid use,
Because of oral steroids, yeah.
or is it like a genetic condition that he might
No,
have had?
no. It's oral steroids, kidney failure.
Shit.
So oral steroids play a big part in kidney failure. People don't understand when you inject into a muscle fiber.
Yeah.
You go intramuscular shot. You bypass most of the liver and kidney.
So what are your risks then if you're doing muscular insertion?
Intramuscular is
Yeah.
actually the safest way. That's
So-
how they do TRT.
so
Like doctors when they
ev-
put
even the fact that given that it is the safest way, assuming that what are the risks present, if any?
Well, you raise your DHT.
Okay.
Okay. With that come complications of cholesterol, hair loss, body hair, acne.
Yeah, yeah.
Depending on your pores, greasier skin, or whatever. Aggression, psychologically, raised estrogen levels, raised prolactin, raised progesterone levels, where it depends on the steroids that you take. Those get raised higher and lower depending on what. If they're DHT, if you take a DHT inhibitor for your hair, it actually makes steroids effects less. So let's say something like finasteride, where you take that for your hair, because that finasteride goes systemic over time.
Okay.
So you get bitch tits from finasteride. Did you know this? Yeah.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, you do.
Crazy.
And you get suicidal thoughts from finasteride.
I know they mentioned
you get depression from finasteride.
Decreased libido.
Yeah, so everything goes down, and your estrogen is actually what helps your hair grow, realistically.
Right.
Estrogen doesn't ruin your hairline, but testosterone, DHT in particular, does.
Interesting. Anyways, so it just seems like it's safer. Like the intramuscular versus
intramuscular
like,
is safer, 100%.
Given that those are the risks, that's definitely fucking better than kidney failure and then losing my fucking leg in a couple years. That's nuts.
And I don't think these guys did it the right way. Like, if you look at guys in their era, like...
I mean, they're probably experimenting, but bunch of guys in the fucking back corner.
Think about it, though. Like, Ronnie, fucking gone.
Yeah. When we gone, he's alive.
Yeah, but, like, he's not living the life that he's
not
living a champion's life.
Actually, you know what? I think he's actually doing really well. Did you see his Netflix special? Yeah. He actually looks like he's doing okay, man. He's loving his life.
He's on, like...
I think he's better now, actually, because he was in recovery or whatever. He just had surgery.
I just don't care about lifting that much to go through that. I just want to look good.
Yeah, no, agreed.
The problem with this guy is that he did too much orals. You're not supposed to do that much orals.
Right.
These guys did like cycles and cycles of pills and pills. They would pop like 5 to 15 pills a day, 5 Anivars,
some Queen's Gambit shit. You watch
Anadrol, like things that are halo testing. Like, we can't even get halo testing in Canada.
Jesus.
These guys were doing halo testing in the 90s, like real halo testing, like 50 milligrams of real halo testing. That shit's the strongest. It's like doing check tabs. You know what check tabs are?
What the fuck is that? You're throwing so many things in my face. I have no idea what these things are.
Okay.
What's a check tab? Start with that.
I don't want to go into it because people that are going to watch this, they're not going to give a fuck. But
maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Basically,
let's
it's
give
the
them
best
option.
cutting thing ever. Is used by vets for like horses. That's why horses drop dead. Okay?
Jesus.
And a horse's heart...
is this like bigger, like 4 times as big as we are?
Not only... It has nothing to do with size. It's less susceptible to heart attack.
Doesn't matter, huh?
It doesn't matter at this point. It's a stroke, baby. It's a stroke, baby. You know.
But the horse's stroke is better than our stroke, man.
No, it's all over the place. It's just fucking. It's huge, so it just goes in. It has no motion. You know.
Okay, so
horses' hearts,
are
less susceptible to heart attacks and cardiac arrest. Less
than
because
ours.
they have their valve systems are better.
Okay.
It's a different kind of muscle fiber as well. Like it's almost the same, but it's not, because
all
animals have more white muscle than us.
Yeah, okay.
We have the least. We all have these cardio muscles, these red muscles that are so useless. And when you look at like black people, the blacker the better.
Okay.
And I don't mean by color. I mean like mentality, because some of these guys, because of slavery or whatever,
sure.
fucking coincidence or whatever, these guys have like up to 30% more white muscle than like a regular white dude who has the least amount.
Yeah.
And all Indians, like I'm talking about East Indians.
Yeah.
And white people, like I'm not talking about Viking white people. I'm talking about like shitty genetic white people.
So what does that mean though? Because that's Europe. That's what that is.
It's hard to say. It's hard to point at a country and say shitty genetics.
Yeah, because I don't think that's a thing.
You know, like Viking white, they have the best white genetic.
Yeah, they're pretty
okay. And then whatever's under that, whatever that it means to you.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm not gonna define that.
Yeah. Okay.
That being said, those are the worst. They're more susceptible to all diseases, except for sickle cell that black people are. Everything else, white people and Indian people are the most susceptible to.
Yeah.
Organ failure, stuff like that.
Sure.
White muscle fiber goes hand in hand with longevity.
Okay. So the more of that, the better.
The more of
The-
that
the
you
better
have,
off
the
you are.
better.
Okay.
Bigger dick, bigger fucking everything.
Okay.
You got balls of steel. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You got that scrotum that make you dance, girls. You know what I'm saying? Better leave your man and come to Lamar Johnson's house. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
But yeah, man, I would do it. I would do steroids in my late 30s.
Conclusion to
I would
everything
do
that's been
it.
presented.
I would do it. You just
yes.
gotta do it smart.
But do it smart.
There's no one way of doing it. People say, "Oh, there's one way." It's like all the
I don't
bodies are
believe
different.
that. No.
All this,
Yeah, yeah.
how
That makes
susceptible
sense.
you are to things is different. You literally gotta be super precautious. You gotta get blood drawn every month.
Yeah.
Every month you gotta get blood
Yeah.
drawn. Almost every 2 weeks. If you can get blood drawn every 2 weeks, you got a cool doctor. You know what I'm saying? Because I do. You know, he's the homie.
Is he from back home?
He's from back home, baby.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm
talking
saying?
about- I
He
got a
has to
guy
be.
who's
He
from
has
your-
to be.
Can I approach my guy? He's from your home? Can I? Do you think it's
Listen,
cool like that?
You can call him, pass over the phone, and I'll
Yeah?
hook
Okay,
you
sick,
up,
sick,
baby.
sick.
I got the words,
Sick.
got the phrases.
I'm not gonna say his name because that don't
Um,
fuck me. But interesting. Okay, good to know.
So we never answered this one question. What's the advice you give your kid? If you had one advice, you're gonna die today, and you got a 10-year-old.
you're going back to that? Yeah. Well, I mean that's kind of
Tell yourself or tell the kid.
that's kind of what I was trying to ask you earlier.
Yeah.
Remember when I was like,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's
So
hard to say.
So one advice?
One
That's
sentence.
a tricky one. It has to do as like fruity and as like people like, oh, you feel gay, as whatever judgment you might think about it. I truly do believe that.
Say it. Say it. Just say
No.
it.
What? Well, then fucking let me say it then, you motherfucker. The advice has to be.
What is this? Do you listen to this?
No.
This is almost Chinese jazz.
Sick.
Chinese jazz. We don't
Sick.
discriminate, baby.
East me sweats.
Yeah, East meets West, baby. That's good.
Whatever advice, if it has, especially if it has to be like a one-liner or a one thing, it has to be centered around love. And I don't mean that necessarily in like
Everything's love, though. Everything's
and
love.
that's where that advice starts
Yeah.
going, because it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic kind of love.
No.
But
Love of all.
if you truly have love in your heart,
Yeah.
you will be in a better place for so many things in your life.
Not so many things, but so many people and so many situations.
Because that'll help you with things like
Everything.
anxiety, things like all the negative things that you will go through in life. If you can have a real love in your heart, that will help you through so many of these things. It will give you peace when you need to. It will give you sound judgment when you need to. It will give you clarity when you need to. So I guess if the advice would be, if you can find love for yourself in everything that you do, best piece of advice I can give you. Because that'll
okay,
carry
but
through
let's
all
specify.
the
Let's specify certain things, because
Sure.
that's good advice right
Sure.
there. But let's specify a thing. How old is this kid? Are we
Ooh.
talking to
Oh,
ourselves, or
shit.
are we talking to a kid? What are we talking to?
Actually, you know what? I could present that to a kid. I could give that advice to like a 5-year-old.
No way.
I could
They
bring
won't
it
even.
down.
They won't listen. This
No,
is-
I don't mean like I would. What
I
I'm
understand.
saying is like
you probably could, but that's
Yeah.
not my point.
Yeah.
A 5-year-old will definitely forget about that. If you like, okay, let me put the situation like this. 5-year-old's taking out garbage. You come out of a portal and you give him this advice. He's gonna forget. He's gonna forget in 3 days.
no. If I'm coming out of a fucking portal, that kid will remember that till
I
he is
think-
99 and
Okay,
dies.
but I think that kid's actually gonna become psychotic.
he sees a portal, it's like fuck.
He's like, fuck, this is all fake.
I give him the best advice of his life. He's like, fuck that. He came out of a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
My point is the realistic complications of this scenario is hard to say. But let's say if everything goes perfect,
Sure.
the kid doesn't turn psychotic.
Yeah.
Because these alien people. I seen Alien. I seen fucking.
I think with any like
Bigfoot.
one-liner advice or any quick advice, it has to be simple. It has to be simple so it can be remembered. Bottom line. When you have more time to like ingrain a thought in somebody, okay, fine. You can keep giving someone advice about whatever. But if all you have is just one opportunity to give somebody,
The only thing I could say is listen more and talk less.
that's a good one. That's
is
very
is
very
the
good one.
only thing I could say.
That's a really good one.
And really look at both sides of everything that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 sides of everything that you do. There's your side, there's their side, there's actually a third side that doesn't see any of your sides. It's just the person walking
See,
by.
now you're going too far. I think you should.
No,
If you
but-
cut it right there, that's the perfect coming out of a portal,
Yeah.
talking to that kid, and then leaving. Because anything more than that, you're either gonna lose them or whatever. But I think that would be primo pasta right there.
Primo pasta. This kid, he's probably gonna grow up trying to finger bang bitches. You know what I'm saying?
But he
'Cause
will
he's gonna
remember
have-
when you came out of that portal
Yeah.
and you told him to talk
Hey.
less and listen more.
Talk less, listen more. That's the way to girls' hearts too. You know, everything.
Sound advice, man.
If
Look at you with that sage
Listen,
wisdom.
if you
Fucking
if you
took
if
you,
you
like,
go if
how
you
long?
take that advice and you go into any relations, any subjects, any kind of work environment, everybody wants to be heard and they don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to listen. None. My own mother doesn't want to listen to
Most
me.
people we know don't want to listen. It's
Nobody
true.
wants to
It's true.
listen. Everybody wants to be heard though.
Yeah.
That's why we have YouTube comments.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, these fucking half retards saying, "Oh yeah, Joey Diaz, you're fat as shit." Yeah,
Yeah.
he's making fucking
Sure,
hundreds of
sure.
thousands of dollars,
Sure.
and you're sitting in your mom's basement. So go fuck yourself.
This is a good session, man.
Yeah. What do you think about these new restrictions? I'll tell you the first one that I ran across. Now, you know, I like doing a lot of physical activity.
Oh yeah, what have you seen with regards to that? I haven't actually. I have a few examples. I
MMA
guess.
gyms completely closed now. All MMA gyms are pretty fucking.
Can't do 101s.
You can, but it's like temperature test. It's not even worth it anymore.
Well, like temperature tests, but like 101s basically is the most important.
No,
thing, right?
but yeah, but like let's say there's somebody has COVID.
Mm.
Well, MMA classes are never 101 though. It's like
No, but
50 a class.
What I mean is like it has to be privates now, basically.
Yeah, but that's like
I know
gyms
it
aren't
kills
gonna
the
make
gym now.
money.
It kills the
the
gym. Yeah, for sure. I believe that. I got a buddy. I mean,
Yeah, don't say.
but he has to do this.
he has to do privates. Yeah.
Yeah, that was already his business model to begin with. But the thing is, he does his privates and his classes using other people's gyms. So in normal times, no big deal because these gyms, it's just he either does it when they're doing their classes
Yeah.
or does it outside of their classes. But now, yeah, he's getting a look at like how these guys are suffering because they
And talk
can't do
about-
any of their classes right now.
Just to go into a little bit of detail about this guy without telling his
Yeah,
name.
sure.
This guy has really bad luck, physically, genetically, but he's always seemed to what I appreciate about this guy. Every time I talk to him, which has been maybe a handful of times,
Yeah.
I really respect him because it's tough to go through these situations where it's out of your hands and you have to be acceptant and you have to be happy at the end. It's very tough.
it's,
very tough.
It's being grateful with the hand you're dealt always, which is hard.
But sometimes that
Fucking hard.
hand even goes away. You get dealt with a hand, and that hand becomes shittier and shittier over time.
But that I know, but that's the nature of that saying is that being dealt because it's taken away. You get dealt a new hand of cards and whatever, right? But it's
Yeah,
he's definitely that kind of guy.
definitely. That's no homo, and I'm not like against gay guys or anything like that, but like that's probably the most attractive thing about a dude, about men.
Mm-hmm.
I think is going through tough hardship and seeing a guy that also is going through tough hardship and he's dealing with it really good.
Yeah,
You're like, I want to be your friend just because of this.
yeah.
You know what I
He,
mean?
he is absolutely that kind of guy.
I think one time he told me about his lungs getting calcified at Vic's.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
Yeah, man.
God damn.
Yeah.
Because we got another buddy that is dealing with some heart problems. And
Yeah.
I mean, you can really see how it reflects on his personality now.
Yeah.
He's completely introverted now.
Yeah.
because of this.
This first buddy, yeah, for sure. Just an angel, man. He's
Angel.
That's why. I mean, that's one of the reasons. I mean, I've also known him actually probably longer than all of my other friends at this point. But that's why I will always keep him close, and I'll always
You've known this guy more
Longer.
than everybody?
Yep.
Whoa.
I've known him since I was 7.
God damn.
Yeah, so I've known him
Did
for
he have
20.
a chubby face back then?
Bro, he was big.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had diabetes, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he didn't at the because type 2.
Okay,
So I
yeah,
came
yeah,
after.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
he was a big guy, man.
big kid.
He was a big kid growing up.
Yeah.
Big kid. Like yeah, I think he actually reposted some photos from like 15 years ago or some shit.
You know what's funny
Big
about
guy.
being really big and then losing weight? His head size is the same,
Roughly, yeah. It
which looks funny because he doesn't have the widest shoulders.
it's better proportioned now though, because it is.
It is, but it's
I
still,
I know you say it's big, but like it
it's
was
still suspect.
it was bigger back then.
Yeah. Also, one more thing I want to say about bodybuilding is when you do heavy weights, your head and hands and feet grow.
Yeah.
Cause like I worked out with most people, and if you're not black, that stuff grows. And that sounds so stupid. That sounds like the dumbest shit but black people, their head doesn't grow over, like, just from working out, it doesn't. But like,
Right.
if you're not black, you're basically Aryan, right? You're where you are, you're actually Aryan. Like the type of genetics it is, it's actually Aryan. Even though I'm Middle Eastern, I'm actually closer to white people than to black people.
Okay.
Okay, so my genetics are closer to whites.
Yes. Okay.
Same with you,
Yeah.
because you're actually.
No, I actually did. I
you're-
ever show you?
Yeah, you're Spanish, right?
No, but yeah, did I ever show you the breakdown? Actually, we could.
No.
Oh, do you want to see it real quick?
Yeah. Let's
sure,
go
okay.
for it.
I got it right here on my phone because I got the app. I did that 24andMe. I'm a special.
23andMe, man, you fucked it. It's 23andMe, not 24andMe.
It's 25andMe. My 25 chromosomes.
Yeah, you got Down syndrome with those.
Actually, no, I did the ancestry one. Here it is.
You get Ancestry?
Yeah.
How's that? Is that better?
It's the same shit.
I did 23andMe and I deleted all of my emails one time. All the results
Aw.
gone. All I remember
So-
is that I was 40% Egyptian.
40%.
Yeah, I was more Egyptian than Turk and Persian.
I'm 3%.
I'm only 10% Iranian.
I'm 3% Middle Eastern actually, or 2% somewhere. I'll show you.
Somebody fucked you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, somebody
Oh, yeah, look at
fucking
this one.
spread those fucking skinny legs.
that's skinny legs, bro. I got thick legs. I'll tell you that right now. If there's one thing I will not claim any other shit, but that.
There's nothing else to claim.
But that. All right, it's that breakdown.
God damn.
Where's my breakdown here?
Break it down for us, dog.
Oh, here it is.
Put those balls on a platter.
Love that it's a separate app. It's amazing. But it's like 60% Peruvian,
Okay.
like from the area. 30-something% Spain.
Yeah.
4% Italian. 3% Middle Eastern. I don't know where that came from. And then like 2% African.
African is understood.
Everyone's got it.
Middle Eastern, I mean, you can kind of see somebody probably fucked you for a couple 100,000 years. I get that. Peruvian you get because your dad. Spanish you get because your mom.
Here it is. Okay. 65% Indigenous Americas. So that means like
Native.
the Incas. Like
Inca. Inca.
27% Spain.
Woo!
4%
Español.
4% Southern Italian. So Sicilian, my boy.
Hey,
Sicilian.
hey.
Got that mafioso blood.
Yes.
2% Middle East.
Middle East, not even Eastern.
Yeah, they don't even have
Middle
like
East.
Middle East, just 2%.
Yeah.
1%.
Say it quick before they blow you up.
1% Senegalese
Oh.
and 1%
Senegal.
1% Nigerian.
The darkest of the dark brothers. Jesus
That's
Christ.
kind of cool.
God damn.
I figured that the Spain, the surprise out of all the other stuff at the end is kind of weird. It's like whatever. Everyone's
Yeah.
gonna have those inclusions.
Yeah.
But the one that surprised me with is 4% Italian. I never would have thought.
I mean, I get it. I mean, you do look Italian. Look at that nose, son.
Mm.
I mean, remember a couple episodes ago you were eating spaghetti? Like,
Yeah. Sure.
yeah, you're just fucking gobbling that up like it was like dick meat on for a gay guy. I'm like, yo, chill, dog. We're
It's
middle of
good spaghetti.
Baga.
Good spaghetti.
Yeah, fucking. Anyway,
So that
I was
one
40%. I
that
was 40%
profile.
Egyptian. Yeah, damn, son. That nose stretches to next week.
That nose, baby. All right.
That nose can smell particles.
Use this shit for fucking COVID testing right there, man. Fuck
Bro,
the real
that shit
COVID
will
testing.
that shit will take your soul out of your fucking
Real
body.
COVID testing right here.
Yeah, the suction on that is such high psi. It'll take your soul, bro. I was over 40% Egyptian. I was like 10 or 11% Iranian.
40% Egyptian. That's,
I was like 13% Turkish.
was that a surprise for you?
I was 9% Russian. Huh?
Was that a surprise for you, the Egyptian, that high?
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that that was even.
So it was a surprise.
Biggest surprise.
Yeah, shit. You ask your mom, they're like,
I was
"Mom, what the fuck?"
9% Russian, which makes kind of sense because my mom's dad was actually
Okay.
blonde hair, blue eyes. He was like Dagestan,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
area. I don't know if it's actually Dagestan or if it's
Somewhere around.
surroundings,
Yeah, sure.
but he was actually like he spoke Russian.
Did you ask your mom about that 40% though?
Yeah. You know what she told me?
What?
Go fuck yourself. I don't know. That's the kind of listen. 10 minutes with my mom, you
Love it.
understand where I
I
come
love
from.
it. I love it.
My mom's a savage.
That's good. She should be my grandmother. Oh god, that'd be good.
Oh, my mom would be the roughest grandmother.
God.
Do you what kind of parents do you have? Because I only have that mom, right? So there's only like my mom's rough.
My dad's definitely like the versus like my mom, but my dad's also like really cool and like I do shit with him and like I love him and all that stuff.
My
but
mom has knocked me to another dimension in front of other people, like in a living room where you have like family and friends over. She's knocked me out in front of them.
Growing up,
and then she looked at them like, don't
"You want
even
some?"
say anything.
Yeah.
Don't even say anything because you're next.
Yeah.
And then nobody said anything. And that's how I grew up. I grew up like thinking my mom's head honcho all times.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
my dad too. It was the same. It was never like, oh, my dad's worse than my mom. It's like whoever hits me more often. And my
But
mom
that's
hit me more often.
would make them the okay. Fine, fair enough.
Because my dad wasn't around. Like my
Yeah,
dad
yeah,
was
okay,
in and
then.
out of prison
Sure.
when we were in Iran.
Yeah.
Because he owed money and shit. He would write blank checks and shit. Anyway, long story short.
Hey man, say that shit for like the real shit. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
the real drops.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think we're going to keep some of these. Like, this is going to be super clean. This is going to be ultra
it's
clean.
gonna be lit.
This is going to be clean
This
as
looks
fuck.
so nice though. Like the video
Way
is
better.
just like
I wish I could show you guys the TV we bought. And now that we're both focused, it's way better. But again, this is more than 1%. But we said, like, every week we're going to come up.
every
we're
week
gonna come up.
1% better every week.
I think next 2 weeks, what we're going to do, I'm thinking about getting somebody else in here
Right.
and switching this.
Assuming we don't go to like 4,000 cases a day. Jesus man. Fucking
4,000 cases. Oh yeah, the
getting
new
nuts.
restrictions. Yeah,
It's getting nuts.
yeah. So another thing, now you got to book everything.
What do you mean by it? Sorry. What are you booking now that you weren't booking before?
So let's go from beginning. MMA
Mhm.
group classes done.
Yeah, okay.
Forget about
Yeah.
it. Your MMA career is done.
I mean, that, I
Go
don't
fuck
think that's
yourself.
true, but okay.
No, but like if you're thinking about being a fighter, forget about it. Cause you just gotta play it one-on-ones, and how are you gonna make money and fucking pay?
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit?
yeah.
It's,
Sure.
the gap is so far now.
Okay.
The other thing is like regular gyms. If you want to go to like a fitness world or whatever the fuck, some Gold's Gym, let's say, you gotta not call, but like you gotta go on an app and
Book a time?
book
Yeah,
a
yeah.
time with your ID,
And then masks on, I think, right?
and then masks on all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
But you know, I don't fucking put my mask on. Like I go hit the heavy bag, and if you like,
No, dude, you gotta do like altitude training. That's what you gotta, different mentality, man. You gotta
listen,
tell yourself your altitude training.
I don't do altitude training.
But
I
you
don't do
can
altitude
now.
training. You know what I do?
Get
I
that
I do altitude training by getting blazed up right before I go to bed.
stuff.
it's like in a fog. You're in a fog.
No one gets higher than me.
Dog, I
Jesus.
get fucking bedazzled, all right?
Bedazzled.
I
That's how
start
high you
looking
get.
out the
you
window
start saying
like-
shit like bedazzled.
I start looking out the window like I'm waiting for police or some shit.
What are you fucking
Like I'm
Malcolm
doing like
X?
some type of big
Malcolm
ass.
X with the fucking AK.
Yeah, literally.
Anyways,
Minorities.
restrictions.
never
Back to
scare me.
restrictions. Yes, you get high as fuck for
Restrictions.
altitude training. But
Altitude training.
what else are you booking?
I'm also getting too high to make these proper topics.
That's okay. I'm here for you.
So, other things. Shut down completely. Like I've seen, like we talked about this last time. I this week alone, I just saw 2 other restaurants completely closed down.
Oh, I mean like shut.
like
Yeah.
they don't even want to do like carry out services because it's just not worth it. Because their bills are just more than what they do. Like nobody. How many people call? Like how many times do you call like Earl's or the Keg and you do takeout?
Once a week.
You do, really?
Yeah.
But is that because you were in an office environment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you weren't, then that wouldn't even be a thing.
So here's what's crazy, because I can think about back when this whole thing started last year,
yeah.
when I was actually home like 24/7 basically. I was not ordering out. I maybe to like switch things up, or because I just fucking wanted to go out. Like I wanted to eat I didn't want to eat homemade food for a break. I just wanted a break. Yeah, but that was like fucking once every 2 weeks, or like once a month almost. You know what I mean? Like it was definitely not enough to like, sustain business. Like if me and everybody in my complex was about that mentality, fucking local restaurant's gonna shut down because that's not enough business for these guys to survive. If these
No
guys,
way.
you know what I mean? So it's
Are
fucking
you
rough.
flinchy because of the shrooms?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Also, I'm cold.
Did you not turn
I
that
did,
off?
but there's a lot of cold air coming through.
We'll turn that off because it's not making no difference.
That's fine. We're almost wrapped anyways. But I mean, hey, I saw these restaurants here nearby. They did the weird like patio shit. That's not a patio. I find that shit so.
See,
funny.
that's what happens when you have private police, right? Privately
real.
funded
They're-
police.
that's supposed
because
to
they
not
have
happen.
Their kids. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
They have their kids and fucking daughters and their
Yeah,
fucking
of course.
their
of
dirty
course.
mistresses working in those type of
Yeah,
fucking
of course.
places,
Of course.
and they don't bust them.
Of course.
And you know, that guy pays a pretty penny to the chief,
Has to.
and you know, gets his dick sucked by the chief's daughter, and the chief's okay with it.
That was so hilarious. I walked. I was like, okay, sure.
But I think overall, I don't think we can ever go back to like complete lockdown. It just, I don't think there'll be a revolution because people here are sissies. But I also don't think that it's conventionally, like, it doesn't make sense to go back to.
I think so too. I think the
Because you gotta pay me, bitch. You gotta
think-
pay me now.
I think the powers that be have already weighed that out. They're like, okay, as much as we want to say, you know, fucking everyone's staying in their homes, they're like, okay, realistically speaking, even if we said it's a good idea, could we even fucking enforce that? No,
they gotta pay us. Though.
fucking
That's
way.
the thing. It's too much. They can't pay
No,
us. that much.
outside of that, because if you set people up so that they don't have to and you don't have to enforce it, then fine. But what I mean is like, let's assume they can't afford that, they can't get into it. Then like, okay, fuck it, we're gonna have them stay in anyways. They can't fucking enforce. With what people? Are they gonna fucking with what the 20 fucking rejects they got here at the station? They're gonna patrol all the suburbs? Like, come on, man.
No, bro.
What are they gonna? I would, if I was
You-
growing
you
up
have
right now,
to-
if
you
I was
ha-
in high school
Yeah.
about to get into university, I
Yeah.
would say fuck public health. I am never going to get into that
No.
because these people are getting massacred from the
Good.
people that think they're not doing too much, and then all the people who think they're doing not nearly enough.
There's too,
It
you
is
can't
fucked.
Listen, you can't
You-
listen to the Karens of the
You
world. where they
cannot
think they're
win
doing too
in
little.
public health. You can't win, and this pandemic is
They're doing too
demonstrated.
much. They're doing too much.
If you get into public health, you will be fucking. No one will like you. No one will like you. There's
on,
no
hold
way to
on.
win.
You remember this song?
Yeah.
Old times.
You can't win. So
can't win,
if,
no.
so if I was studying like right now, I'd be like, oh, what do I want to do? If I'm getting into sciences, I am getting the fuck away from public health because
Don't
that
get
shit
into
is
sciences
fucked.
at all.
That
Listen,
sucks.
kids.
No, but
if
we
you
need
don't,
scientists.
if you want to get into
Don't listen to
sciences,
this guy.
No, listen. If you want to get into sciences, understand that you're not doing it for the money. You're doing
No,
it for the
you're
love of
supposed to.
chemistry,
Yeah, yeah,
biology,
100%, 100%.
physics. That's what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing it for.
Those are the best.
And if inside your heart you think that you're getting to sciences to be a doctor, I'm telling you, there's ways to make more money than a doctor and have not studied for
I agree.
12
No,
years.
I don't think anyone should be doing this for the money. It has to be for the love of the work, which
Love
is
of the
kind
work.
of like simple and altruistic and fucking optimistic and shit. But I think that's what it has to be.
It's lost. It's a lost art to actually be in love with your work nowadays. It's a lost art, and as I age, I see that it's getting more lost and more lost to the point where we can go to 130 and just
No.
chop down.
Okay, sure.
What do you
Sure.
want to do?
Well, I kind of want to wrap soon. Once we're
Okay.
going.
What do you got going on this weekend?
Fucking this.
Yeah.
Well, no, I had a bunch of shit that I was doing earlier, like getting our supply. the fuck that we were
A little bit of shroomes tekas.
action. To see my buddy, I had to pick up some equipment.
Thanks for coming out with this fucking thing, man. I think it's just way better. Like, think about
This
how much
fucking
room we
gr-
opened up.
I told you, man.
Fucking
Did I tell you?
huge.
Did I tell
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Good work. It
Um,
really does, man. Like,
yeah.
look at this. This looks fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I do.
What's the first thing you want to do? As far as I gotta word this correctly because it's gonna be politically maybe
Poetic.
incorrect. Poetically, but it might be politically. We're in our prime,
Sure.
right? Don't
Yeah.
say sure like you're out of this conversation. Say yes.
No, I mean, like, I agree. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's certain restrictions now. Like, where are you gonna be on the hunt for the next lucky one? You know what I'm saying? That
You
you're
mean
gonna
like
drop the
now,
hammer.
or as soon as like
No,
things get
as soon
lifted?
as it gets lifted.
Like, where am I going?
Yeah, because now there's nowhere to go. What are you gonna go to Donair shop? Come on.
Hell yeah,
Because
dog.
that shit was
Go-
closed.
Go to
You know what I'm saying?
Where am I going?
Where you
I'm
going?
I'm traveling, man. As soon as this shit, I am getting on a plane. Some fucking where?
Where are we talking here? Where are you gonna go?
South America, probably.
Yeah.
It's been way too long since I've been back to the home country. My dad's home country, anyways. Peru. That needs to be visited.
You should take me, you, and Vic should go there.
Holy smokes, dude.
Me, you, Vic, Emma would be nice because we'd vlog.
There is.
We could even do South American podcast.
Vic will speak to this. There is no way not to have a good time down there.
Yeah, but Vic's words mean dick almost some days.
No, bro.
Because, dude, when I knew him, he was like way here.
Sure.
And then over time, he's down, and then he's up, and then he's down. But which is normal because
Sure.
you learn and you understand things better and the texture of the
I
world.
will say this. If you see South American vibe, good times, man. Like, it's...
Dude,
nothing but- nothing
I've
but
been in
good
love
times.
with Latinas my whole life.
No. I'm saying South American dick. Like, him...
Oh.
Bro, nothing but good times. Nothing but good times. No, not like that, right? But, like, it's just fucking good.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
good. It's
He's
just
playing
good.
the guitar.
It's everything. It's
getting his butt waxed.
better mood.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just good fucking times, man.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
so good. So that,
No stress.
no stress, man. No stress. The girl.
How can you have stress when you're getting your dick sucked 24/7, baby?
You can't.
You can't, because you know what? You told me it's legal, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your dick sucked for a pretty penny.
I mean,
but
not everywhere, but yeah.
what do you mean not everywhere?
Not everywhere in South America is illegal.
Okay, but where is it illegal?
Most places. You need to find where it is, but it definitely is.
Do you speak Portuguese?
No.
Okay, we need to find somebody that speaks Portuguese and get the fuck
To Brazil?
from Brazil, okay? I think that is my escape the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
time
yeah.
I can get out. And
Holy shit.
yeah,
And this was me as like,
every 10 girls, how many?
I might have had like rose tinted glasses on, and I was also younger, but 6 out of 10. It's crazy.
Even 5 out of 10.
No, it was crazy.
Even
it,
50%.
It was the highest amount that I'd ever seen in my
Because
life.
here it's like 1 out of 20.
I was gonna
Not
say
even.
like 2, but okay, yeah. But yeah, it was crazy. Maybe it was because it was for the World Cup that we were there and more people. I don't know what it was, but when I was there, it was honestly
that plays a part.
it was honestly 6 out of 10. I could not believe. I was like walking down the street, I couldn't believe it. I was like,
And
what
do you
the
think they all work out? Because you'd have to see it to know what I'm saying. But I don't think they actually work out. I think that even with it's the shape of the booty.
Here's
As
the other
shallow
thing-
as this is, it's the shape of the booty.
Here's the
it
other-
could be cellulite, but the shape is nice, so it looks good aesthetically.
The other thing about it too is that there are all shapes and sizes there because they have actually an amazing mix of everything there.
Yeah.
Because they have people from all over in Brazil, and I don't mean like they just came there last year.
They got Japanese people. That's a lot of
Yeah,
Japanese
I mean like
people.
generations
Yeah.
of other people there.
Hundreds
So
of
you
years.
have generations of Germans, Italians, Japanese, blacks, whites, everything. And sure, at first they'll stick to their
Arabs too. A lot of Arabs.
and sure, at first they'll stick to their communities at the beginning, and probably some of them still do. But eventually, you're
it's
gonna
hard to do that
have,
over time.
eventually you're gonna have people that mix.
It's gonna
And what
mix.
happens when people mix? You just it's
It's like-
amazing. Imagine
Yeah.
seeing a Japanese girl with that kind of booty. I seen that. I saw that once.
I'm ready to retire.
I couldn't believe it, man.
Let's end on that. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
let's
saying?
end on
Let's
that.
end
Sure,
on that.
sure.
A Japanese girl with that kind of fucking booty. Okay.
Amazing.
Give me your last fucking couple thoughts before I have to slinger this into the slingers in.
I think I really appreciate the work we did today. The audience doesn't see it, but we can feel it. Actually, they can kind of see it because now, for the first time ever, you guys will notice that we are actually in focus, both of us, not just one of us. So that's kind of nice. But as for the other things, listen, I think with regards to the thing we are just talking about now, Corona, I'm really fucking just hoping like we get this shit under control because this is right now. It's like it's not going well right now. It's going up, and if it keeps going up and up, someone's getting a fucking anxiety attack. Like, people are just gonna lose their shit because this is what, 12
How much further can we do this for?
I don't know, man.
Like I don't think
Nuts.
it's gonna be. It can be that much.
Nuts. But anyways, I do have optimism for it because the vaccine's out now, and it seems most people are actually taking it. No one's really going too crazy with the anti-vax shit. There will always be anti-vax people, and I get it. And at this point, I'm not even trying to convince them to do it. I'm just like, just get the fuck out of my way. Let me do what I want to do.
Everybody has their own right to do things.
So fine.
But don't restrict me to some fucking retard.
Yes.
Okay? Because I've risked my life to come here, and I risked my life to enjoy the good things that the fucking Class A countries do.
Yes.
I gave up all my savings. I gave up my family.
Yeah,
I have no family here.
Yeah.
And the important thing is to understand that when you risk everything, the reward is plentiful, but the loss is more tragic.
It's true.
And right now, we're in the fucking loss of things.
Yep.
So Bonnie Henry, if you ever listen to this, Jesus Christ, make up your mind. We're going to lockdown, or we not? I don't need constant fucking 24-hour updates. Please, figure it the fuck out. Okay?
Yeah, okay, Bonnie. Just
smoke a joint.
Just figure out the pandemic
figure it
real
out.
quick.
A little bit of mozzarella wouldn't
We're
fucking
gonna
do
end on
nothing.
that shit. Just, you know what? Have this shit figured out by tomorrow.
Figure it out. Okay? It's not that hard.
Have it done by Monday. Just have it done by Monday.
Monday, because I'm ready to get up Monday with the new shoes that come in from Goat, baby. You know, UPS sucked my dick with that 16-week waiting time. You don't know my fucking unit address. Go fuck your mother. Anyway, this has been Funny But Foul. Probably one of the best production podcasts we've done so far.
Minty,
Number,
look at that.
what is this,
Focus. 8, I think, yeah.
This is 8, baby.
Yeah.
8. Rest in peace, Kobe. You know. And,
oh my God. Rest in peace, DMX.
DMX! Jesus Christ, we forgot this.
We'll do a special next week.
Listen. No. We're going to do a couple kind words as we're going up. My dog, DMX, I'm going to do a quick little thing. I hope thing doesn't
you know, yeah, we're going to end on one of his songs.
I hope YouTube doesn't fuck with me, but shout out to DMX. You're a hero, man. Even though you had the drugs, I understand.
Way too young. Way too young.
I understand. This has been Funny But Foul. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe. Enjoy.
We're out.